Hey everyone! Today, I'm sharing a deeply personal and unsettling experience that happened to my husband and me back in 2016 during a trip to Beidaihe. We checked into this hotel right on the beach. The first night there, I suddenly came down with a raging fever. I felt awful, so we cut the trip short and headed straight home. Strangely, the fever vanished the moment we walked through our door. But the real terror began that night at home. As I lay in bed, I distinctly heard someone pacing our bedroom in slippers, a loud, heavy tapping. Then, I felt it, a woman struggling to drag a heavy nylon duffel bag. It scraped right over the top of my head. I could hear the rough drag of the fabric and her strained grunts of effort. As she passed, the sounds intensified. I heard the distinct tap of large dog paws hitting the floor, accompanied by loud, wet panting and drooling huff, drip. Every sound was horrifyingly clear, right beside me. Absolute terror shot through me. Every hair stood on end. I was paralyzed, wide awake in my mind, but utterly unable to move or open my eyes. Then, as the pacing footsteps echoed again, I managed to wrench my head to the right. And I saw him, clear as day. A man, maybe in his 60s, about 5'7", wearing a blue and white striped shirt. He stood right at the foot of the bed, near my husband, pacing back and forth with his hands clasped behind his back. I couldn't move, but I saw him perfectly. Pure panic took over. I clawed frantically at my husband's arm until I woke him. He jolted me. "Hey, what's wrong? Bad dream? Wake up!" "Wake up!" That snapped me fully awake. I sat bolt upright. The clock glowed 3 a.m. I was terrified. Sleep was impossible. I switched on the bedside lamp and sat rigidly awake until dawn. Desperate for answers, my mother connected me with a revered Buddhist master. After listening, he reassured me, "Don't be afraid. What you saw was an asura, a being from Buddhist mythology. It won't harm you. These are simply entities connected to your karma." Then, he did something extraordinary. He asked me to wash my hands. When I returned, he took my hands in his both palms completely empty. He began chanting softly while vigorously rubbing my palms together. As he rubbed, I felt a tiny hard grain appear in my palm. He kept rubbing, and that tiny grain grew into a distinct, solid ball right there in my hand. Even my mom, who knew him well, was stunned. The master instructed me to place this ball in a high place in our home. He then gave me a handful of rice to scatter in our bedroom. "Your mattress," he said. "It has printed words and images. Remove them. Otherwise, passing spirits are drawn and linger." He closed his eyes, seemingly perceiving our home. "What is directly opposite your bed?" "A mirror? Something reflective?" "No mirror," I said. "A television?" "Yes." "Cover part of that screen," he advised. "And the left corner opposite the bed. Do you have pets?" "No. I see eyes there." "Animal eyes." I thought hard. "Oh, we have a humidifier there, decorated with little clay figures, chickens, pigs." "Those are it," he stated firmly. "Remove all figurines with eyes from that area. It's best to leave it clear. You have too many watching things." He explained the root of the problem. "Your house is unfortunately positioned. Is there a small path running right beside your bedroom?" "Yes, there is." "That path," he said gravely, "becomes a spirit path at night. What you experienced were the passers-by on that route." It all clicked. The woman straining with her bag, the large dog passing overhead. They were night travelers on that unseen road beside our house. We acted immediately. We stripped the bed and found the mattress advertising words and a picture of a reclining woman and tore it all off. We scattered the rice. We covered part of the TV screen. And crucially, we removed every single little clay animal figurine with eyes. Gradually, the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The unnatural sounds and sightings stopped. Peace finally returned to our home.